right up, my friend.
I've got a special opportunity for you approved by management themselves. How would you like to go on a little vacation? We're talking about the greatest city on the East Coast. We are offering free travel to America's playground. Atlantic City, New Jersey, a haven of wonder, excitement, and opportunity. Fully governed and, I assure you, safe from the dangers of the outside world. In exchange for your all expenses paid for flight, all we ask is a little assistance paid back to the locals.
One of the other initiates said I reek of desperation.
Sounds like a deal, right?
I don't smell it.
And now that's what I'm talking about.
A little Orlando know you've agreed to help out. I'm sure they'll get word back to the city leaders. And hey, you come right back and talk to me if you have any questions, all right? I'm your one-stop guide to the city. We are offering free travel to America's playground. Atlantic City, New Jersey, a haven of wonder, excitement, and opportunity. Fully governed and, I assure you, safe from the dangers of the outside world. In exchange for your all expenses paid for flight, all we ask, it varies from person to person. I don't have all the details, but I know the Lombardi family is looking for assistance with some business matters. If game shows are more your style, the showmen are always looking for fresh faces to star in their entertainment. I'm sure a bright person like you will find just the opportunity you're looking for.
You might not need it, but I guarantee somebody else does. I know.
That's right. As long as the city leadership hears you're helping out, that's all they ask of you. They were mighty jazzed to hear word of an organization from abroad that's all about helping people. You can always use fresh faces in AC, and especially ones with initiative.
You're already here.
That's what keeps our city alive.
Best of the future.
Of course.
Donations?
Well, by all means, ask away.
Here.
Do you remember relaxing beach getaways? Exciting outside of the town?
Support the response.
Amenities and entertainment to fill your safe and mundane life with inspiration and excitement? Even if you're not old enough to remember those blissful before days, Atlantic City,
You might not
your
need it,
chance to
but I
experience them for the first time.
guarantee
Our city is safe, luxurious, and beautiful. But don't believe me,
If you got some spare
see it for
supplies,
yourself.
a hole in your pocket, why not help us help others?
Well, now, of course, reality is always more complicated. But just like any place, it depends on where you stick your head. Stick it too deep, and well, you're not likely to appreciate what you find. But I much prefer the delightful breeze comfortably above the water. First off, you can take a relaxing stroll along the boardwalk. Enjoy the street vendors and a delightful sea breeze. Larger attractions take place at Showman's Pier on the far end of the boardwalk. Underneath the pier,
Need it, but I
and lose yourself in the architectural wonder of an aquarium built beneath the sea. When night falls, Casino Quarter has everything you need to make it an evening to remember. Nightclubs and casinos galore. Further inward, all the magic you don't see happens at the city center.
You're already here.
That's where the mayors always keep the city running.
Best in the future.
Outside of civilians and visitors such as yourself, there are three groups that keep on the lights and life of Atlantic City. The showmen are entertainers, hosting performances and games of all kinds, primarily from the boardwalk and pier. The Lombardi family, they manage the nightlife of the Casino Quarter. They're an intimate bunch, but don't be intimidated. They're as much a part of Atlantic City's charm as anyone else.
Somebody else does.
Last, but definitely not least, our city government workers manage the day-to-day operations that make life easy for the rest of us.
If you got some spare supplies burning a hole in your pocket, why not help us help others?
Well, our city is run by the tough and virtuous Mayor Tim. Once a humble farmer, now a city leader. Around Casino Quarter, you hear the name Quintino Lombardi. He's known to be a bit hot-headed. He's been the head of the family for a long time. And finally, there's Mother Charlotte, the creative and daring founder of the Showman. These three work together to provide the city with everything it needs to thrive. Lights, entertainment, and a functioning economy.
You might not need it,
Threats?
but I guarantee somebody
No,
else does.
you're unlikely to counter any of those. Unless the gorgeous wildlife of the Pine Barrens board in our city becomes unruly. But the mayor's office, that's not completely under control.
Help others.
Folks don't join the responders for caps. They join to make a difference.
It's the safest place in the wasteland. You have my guarantee.
Maybe I come off a little too strong.
Donations.
No,
Drop off your
maybe not
donations over
strong
here.
enough. I've been watching that vertebrate like a hawk. Okay, maybe I got distracted
Helps.
for a minute.
Well, hello there, stranger. Pleased to meet you. I'm Sophie Wagner. Look around. The Refuge. Quite a place, isn't it? I mean, sure, fancy pants golf club resort, that's nice, but I'm talking about the Refuge. A haven for the lost, the dispossessed, the hungry, and unfortunate. A monument to our ability to have compassion for each other. Isn't it grand? Isn't it worth preserving, building, growing?
People trying to help others? It feels like I've died and gone to heaven.
Now that's what I'm talking about. People supporting each other. You got the right spirit. Rucker's put me in charge of running a bit of a donation drive. Have you met Rucker? She's amazing. You should. Anyway, it might surprise you to know an operation like this is always churning through supplies. We work hard to keep things in stock, and that funny Orlando character does their best to help out as well, but, well, we still have shortfalls. So here I am, asking generous folks such as yourself to help us fill in those gaps and keep the Refuge running.
It was like pre-war when they were tiny.
Let me check my notes. We always need molded plastic. You can never have too much of it, and I gotta be honest, we don't have enough. I'd love it if you could help us with, 50 pieces? We could do a surprising amount of good for a surprising amount of people. Yeah. The warm glow of providing aid to your fellow person. The joy of supporting a noble and worthwhile cause. Isn't that great? Okay. If that's not enough for you, Rucker's given the okay to dole out a little of some supplies we've got plenty of. I got a feeling you might be helping out there. So I bet you'll find a use for these. That's okay. Who just carries that around in their pockets or whatever, right? I'll be here all day, though. If you want to come back, bring it by later. If you can, of course. You know where to find me. It'd really make my day if you did.
There's times I worry I'm not doing enough or that I'm not good enough. I just try to remember that I managed to get here in the first place.
I think I heard a protectorate bark the other day. Am I going crazy?
We aim to provide a safe, clean environment for all our
No reservations required. Help yourself to any table.
Bonjour! My name is Esme Rousseau, but most people around here know. We've had some representatives from Foundation and Crater come here seeking assistance with the recent influx of refugees. I thought that we could help them out by providing some food for their people. I've started a pot of venison and potato stew, one of my newest creations. Would you be able to help me finish it? How wonderful! I can't wait to whip up something delicious for everyone! The stew requires potatoes, venison, salt, black pepper, and carrots. The ingredients can be found in our storage area. Your job is to grab the ingredients and put them in before the stew burns. Super! Let's have you start by stirring the stew, which will help keep it from burning. Remember to continuously stir during the cooking process. Fantastique! Let's get the first of the ingredients and prepare them. You're looking for carrots, potatoes, and the pièce de résistance, the venison.
The work I do is extremely rewarding, but boy, is it tiring.
Good afternoon. Lunch is now being served. Please have a seat.
If you ever find yourself in a bind, you can always call it us.
I could really use a drink. But Rucker wants us sober on the job.
A dash of this. A sprinkle of that. Perfection.
I heard there's a chess set around here, if you ever want to
That
play.
was the world if I've ever seen one.
Can always use an extra hand around here.
Good evening, sir.
This is an active work site. Guests are advised to stand clear.
All right. Settle down. I know the last few weeks have been a shock. We all hoped we could stay here forever. But when you stop and think about it, we've been blessed. So many people have had it so much worse. For the past year, the White Spring has been our home. A shelter from the storm just outside the gates. It's time for us to face that storm. But we're ready. Ready like none of us was on that day. We've had time to plan, to prepare, to stock up, to find friends to share the road ahead. The White Spring bought us that time. Let's make the most of it. Ladies and gentlemen, one last toast. To the White Spring.
Oh no, the stew has burned. Do not be discouraged though. Without failure, there is no improvement. Here is your stew. Something is better than nothing, yes? Hopefully, either the settler or ranger representative will find some use for this. I last saw them in the bar area.
Good evening, Airport and
Need a hand?
Are you at the refuge? We've got people going hungry, and too many mouths to feed at Foundation. Did you even try this stew yourself? It's completely burned. You expect us to eat this? Me a hand?
Why even bother helping me?
Well, I'm a representative from Foundation. I'm just here to talk about some trade deals, and to request assistance with the recent stream of refugees from the pit. Well, we think it's kind what they're doing here for the refugees, but a lot of them are coming to Foundation too, and we just don't have the resources to take care of that many people. I mean, what you gave us last time really wasn't much of a meal. Could you try not to burn it next time?
Bringing all these damn people to Appalachia.
All right. Talk to you later.
Helping people is our chief mission. Uniforms are just a nice bonus.
My friends didn't want to join up with me. Said the responders sounded like too much work.
Sir?
A safe haven filled with people trying to help others? It feels like I've died and gone
The
to
White
heaven.
Springs decor is refined and decadent. Don't listen to any naysayers. Need to do a bit of shopping? Look no further than the refined goods and excellent service provided at the White Spring Mall.
Rolling hills, shady trees, clear water. Appalachia almost makes a guy want to retire.
I think I need a vacation. Everything. Is that even possible?
check in with the medics if you're feeling under the weather.
shots from up here. At first, we thought it was fun. Tried to see who could pick them off. Extra points for the head. Then Rob went missing. Wasn't far. He wasn't back by dark. Then Ted, Zach. God, Mark. They dragged him. I can still hear him screaming. Now we're three. Just three. Can't run. Can't hold. Can't. They're coming. They're coming!
situational awareness. The grounds are not secure.
With all that tinkering Skippy does, that come up with something more medicinal.
Whoa, you're not Crane. The hell's going on here? Crane found the treasure? Holy shit. Where is he? The Wayward, huh? Might be I pay the place a visit. Appreciate the tip, not Crane. Good luck out here.
Crane? This it? Thought you were some kind of big shot. So, Rumor is you've got information our boss wants. You tell me where this treasure is, and he's willing to leave you alone. Scout's honor.
You what? Sure. Fine. We took over the old West Virginia Lumber Company in the Northwest.
Come on. Let's get out of here.
Well, you don't look too worse for wear. You managed to figure out where those miscreants are hiding? Good to know. Then that's where their boss will be. You need to
Wait, West Virginia lumber? That is not right. You misheard them for sure.
And that's of concern. Why, exactly?
Was wandering up that way not too far back. The lumber company? That place was overrun with a bunch of those big green bastards. Mutants. You've seen those Frankensteins. If this gang was able to clean those things out of the mill, Duchess, these guys might be tougher than advertised.
You got any recommendations on how you'd proceed?
Well, I wouldn't go in guns blazing, unless you got some big guns. Could try and luck your way inside, maybe see if they want to talk to you. But there was this family I ran into up that way that I'm sure has had to deal with them already. There was also this, let's say, special scrapper who was making some pretty bold claims about his knowledge of the mill. Wouldn't be a bad idea to check in with either of them. You'll find them at Anchor Farm if these thugs haven't already run them off. But if they are still there, well, they've probably managed to work something out with them. Hey, it couldn't hurt to find out what it was. Found him living in the stalls at Tyler County Fairground. Guy kept claiming he knew the best way to run the mutants out of the mill. But listen, I couldn't get him this bill, Hal. Probably have a better chance he'll share what he learned with someone who still has an entire face. Well, that's a good thing, because that's all I've got. If you haven't already explored up that way, the fastest route back would be via Vault 76 and trekking north from there. And take care of yourself, all right? You're doing us a big one here.